Well, here I am in the middle of my garden. As you can see, it's growing quite well. I'll make a 180-degree turnaround. All my trellising items are starting to trellis. My sugar snap pea trellises are doing well. My Kentucky Wonder pole beans are starting to climb. Roma tomatoes are doing well. My sugar snap pea trellis, the first one I planted, the vines are over 8 feet tall. My sunflowers, zucchini, corn over there, grape tomatoes. This is a great garden. And you might think, well, he must spend a lot of time there. Well, no. But just like the garden, we need to weed our own lives, and we need to be preventative in our weeding. Do you know how most people garden? They till the soil, they plant other plants that they buy elsewhere, and they go put them in the ground, and then they fight weeds the rest of the summer. You know, when you want a good garden, you have to plan ahead. You have to put certain boundaries in place. You have to be ready ahead of time to have a garden that you're not going to have to weed. You're going to have a garden that's going to need to be tended and fruit picked from it, not weeded. Because a garden that has to be weeded all the time is a garden that's getting robbed of vital nutrients and the things that helps it grow. Likewise is our spiritual life. Many things crop up in our spiritual life that rob us of spiritual strength, rob us from being used of God. I think immediately of the fights that have gone in my own life, fighting the world, the flesh, the devil. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. You can't serve two masters. You either serve one or serve the other. You need to serve one master. It's your choice to choose what that is. Will it be the world, the flesh, and the devil, or will it be the Lord? Now listen, we need to walk spiritually every day. We have to be prepared for what may come our way. We must be prepared to deal with the world, the flesh, and the devil. Ephesians 5:18 through 22, if you really want to know. It says, "Be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but be ye filled with the Spirit, speaking in your heart, speaking to yourselves in psalms, hymns, spiritual songs, making melody in your heart as unto the Lord." You know what? Knowing the power of God and walking spiritually every day requires that we nurture the things of God in our life. Keep a state of worship, constant communication with God. And you know what else it says? It says, submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of the Lord. It means we need to walk in unity. We need to continue in a everyday spiritual communication with God, a spiritual walk with God, walking in the Spirit so we do not fulfill the lust of our flesh. We need to walk in the fullness of His Spirit so we can be empowered, not only to overcome the temptation of sin, but when the storms of life, those things that fall on the just and the unjust, sickness, loss, when we walk in the Spirit, we can have the mind of God. Not that we don't grieve or don't feel pain or those things, but we can walk victoriously. So, tend your gardens well. Plan ahead of time. Don't just plant haphazardly and expect a good fruitful garden to grow. Plan ahead. Am I going to have a mulch garden? Am I going to plant through plastic? You need to have the right boundaries in place so your garden is fruitful. Likewise, your spiritual life. Have the right boundaries in place. Come out from among them and be ye separate. Be unscathed by sin, by temptation by the world. Walk spiritually, that you may walk victoriously and be a light in this ever-darkening world. That's my midweek devotion. God bless you. Ephesians 5:18 through 22.